All right, so imagine this, right? You wake up, but it's not to your phone alarm.
Hmm.
No, it's to a person, like actually tapping on your window
Yeah.
every single morning. Their job is to make sure you're actually awake and out of bed for work.
Whoa. Like a human alarm clock.
Exactly. A human alarm clock.
That's kind of wild when you think about it.
Totally. And you know what? That's exactly what we're diving into today. It's about how AI, artificial intelligence, is going to, well, maybe give those alarm clock people a run for their money. But really, it's about how AI is shaking up the whole job market,
Yeah, it's definitely the buzzword on everyone's mind these days, right?
for sure. So we're going to put on our scuba gear, get our research wetsuits ready, and take a deep dive into some reports. We've got the World Economic Forum's Future of Jobs Report 2023, and then we're going to layer that with some fascinating research from Accenture. Because this isn't some sci-fi movie, right? This is about understanding what skills you and I are going to need to really thrive as AI becomes like a coworker.
It's moving so fast, too,
Yeah.
especially with the rise of, what are they called? Those large language models? You've heard of ChatGPT.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Everyone and their grandmother has used ChatGPT at least once by now.
Right, exactly. So that's one of them, ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And these LLMs, they're designed to, like, understand us, and then they generate text that sounds like, well, us, like a human wrote it.
It's kind of freaky how good they are
And ask
getting.
me about it.
And they're everywhere now, too.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Everything from writing code to, like, what do you call it? Creating the text for, like, ads and marketing.
Yeah, and that's what's got me thinking about this whole AI and jobs thing. Accenture's research, they predict that almost half, hold on, let me get this right, 40% of our working hours could be impacted by AI.
Seriously.
That's like, what, 2 days out of the week?
It's a huge shift, no doubt.
Massive.
Yeah.
But it's not like robots are going to be replacing us at our desks, right?
Not exactly. It's more nuanced than that. It's not that robots are coming for our jobs. It's that AI is, like, changing how we work.
Okay, so less robots stealing jobs and more like robots becoming our coworkers.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
But that means we need to be ready to adapt, you know? This whole thing, it's about job transformation, not just, like, straight-up replacement.
That's a relief, honestly. So it's about AI changing how we do our jobs, not taking them over completely.
Exactly. And Accenture actually found that 65%,
Wait, 65%?
65% of tasks that use language could be way more efficient with AI. Imagine all the stuff we could get done if we weren't bogged down with those tasks.
That's like almost 2/3 of language-based tasks being streamlined. That's wild.
Right.
So with AI changing how we work, it kind of makes you think, what does that even mean for like our actual jobs?
Right.
Like, are we all going to be out of a job soon? Or are there skills that'll be like super valuable in this new AI-powered world?
Well, the World Economic Forum, they actually dug into that,
me
and
nice.
they're predicting some pretty massive growth.
Yeah.
Like, get this 40% growth for AI and machine learning specialists. Yeah, that's like rock star level career trajectory right now.
Seriously, those are some big numbers.
They are, and data analysts and scientists, they're not too far behind either. They're looking at a solid 35% projected growth.
Wow, okay, so data is definitely king, it seems.
Really?
But there's one more group they highlighted.
Oh, right. Digital transformation specialists.
Okay, so what do they do?
They're the ones, you know, helping businesses navigate this whole AI revolution thing, figuring out how to actually use it right and all that.
Interesting.
They're looking at about 31% growth, too.
Okay, so we're talking big growth across the board here, but it's one thing to throw out these job titles, right? We need to like paint a picture for our listener. What do these jobs actually look like day to day?
Okay, good point.
What's an AI and machine learning specialist doing?
So imagine this. You're building the algorithms that, like, personalize your social media feed.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
Or maybe you're helping doctors diagnose diseases way earlier than they could before.
Now that's something I can get behind. Using AI for good, you know?
Right. It's powerful stuff.
Totally. Okay, so what about those data analysts and scientists? What are they up to?
They're like the detectives of the data world.
Ooh, I like that. Tell me more.
Instead of solving crimes, though, they're sifting through mountains of data, trying to find those hidden trends, you know, the insights that nobody else sees.
So they're giving businesses the intel they need to make smarter decisions.
Exactly. They're helping figure out what customers want, how to stop fraud, all sorts of stuff.
Okay, so now I'm really curious about these digital transformation specialists. They sound kind of like, I don't know, tech superheroes or something.
A little bit. They're the ones making sure businesses don't just jump on the AI bandwagon blindly.
So they're like the AI whisperers?
Kind of. They're helping companies use AI ethically and effectively.
Okay, that makes sense. But let's be real for a second. We've talked about the jobs that are on the rise,
Yeah.
but AI is probably going to make some jobs, disappear, right?
That's true. Some jobs are more vulnerable, for sure.
Like what?
Think about jobs with a lot of repetitive tasks, especially ones that involve data entry.
Right, those tasks that AI can probably do faster and better.
Exactly.
So if someone's listening and thinking, hey, that sounds like my job, it might be time to start learning some new skills, maybe update that resume a bit. It sounds like learning to work with AI, not against it, is going to be key for everyone, no matter what you do.
Absolutely.
It's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it. We might be prepping for jobs that don't even exist yet, all thanks to AI.
It's like packing for a trip to a place you've never even heard of, let alone been to.
Exactly. And instead of asking, like, is a robot going to take my job? The question is more like, how can I work with AI?
Hmm.
How can I be even better at what I do, with AI on my team?
That's the million-dollar question right there. And that's where this whole bundles of tasks idea comes in.
Bundles of what now?
So Accenture, in their research, they talk about breaking down jobs into these bundles of tasks.
Okay, so walk me through this.
So basically, instead of looking at your job as one big thing, you zoom in, right? And you see it as all these smaller tasks that make up your work.
Right, breaking it down into bite-sized pieces.
Exactly. And once you see those individual tasks, then you can start figuring out, okay, which of these could AI help me with?
Mm-hmm.
Or even do completely, which is a whole other conversation.
So it's about figuring out where AI can be like your super efficient assistant.
Exactly. It helps you pinpoint where your unique human skills are absolutely essential.
It's like AI can handle the grunt work, and
Yeah.
you can focus on the stuff that requires, that human touch.
Right. You're not competing with AI, you're teaming up with it.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah.
So it's less about man versus machine and more like human plus machine working smarter.
That's the idea. And to do that, we need to be constantly learning and growing.
Yeah, makes sense.
The World Economic Forum, they're really stressing this continuous learning, upskilling. That's the name of the game now.
It's like that old saying, what you don't know won't hurt you.
Right.
Well, with AI, what you don't know, it actually can hurt you because this tech is changing so fast.
It's true. If you're not keeping up, you'll get left behind.
So yeah, we got to be lifelong learners now, more than ever.
Absolutely. And the good news is there's never been a better time to learn new things. Online courses, workshops, mentorship programs, you name it, it's all out there.
So much to learn, so little time. Well, we've covered a ton of ground in this deep dive into AI and the future of jobs. From human alarm clocks to robot coworkers, it's been a wild ride.
It has.
But the bottom line is, AI is changing things up, and it's happening fast. It's not just about jobs disappearing, but about how we work transforming. And we even got a glimpse of some hot new careers in the AI world, like AI and machine learning specialist, data analyst, digital transformation specialist. Who knows what other cool jobs will pop up in the next few years?
Right. The future is full of possibilities, especially with AI in the mix.
Absolutely. But here's a big question to leave our listeners with. In this age of AI, where tech's changing faster than ever, what skills will be most valuable 5, 10 years down the road?
That's what we all need to be thinking about, right? What can we learn now that'll set us up for success in the future?
Such a good question. And if you're feeling inspired to do a deep dive of your own, definitely check out those reports from the World Economic Forum and Accenture. They're full of insights, tons of food for thought.
Totally agree.
And hey, keep the conversation going. Hit us up on social media, hashtag AI Deep Dive. Tell us what you think, what you're worried about, what excites you about AI and the future of work. We love hearing from you. But for now, that's a wrap on this deep dive. Until next time, keep learning, keep adapting, and we'll catch you on our next adventure into the world of work.